Hello, girls. How are you all? Today we'll talk about a new theme, a new point of view. We'll talk about the world around me, how to take care and how to take care of our world. Okay, in chapter one, in this theme, we will talk about when habitats change, what will happen when the habitats change, and what is the habitats. Okay, we will talk about this. Lesson one, we will all closely observe different things, okay, around us in the world for sure. Okay, number one, to know what we are talking about, what is the meaning of habitat? Habitat, it is the environment where plants and animals live and grow. So, what is the habitat also? It's a place and environment. Environment means different food, different kind of living, different animals are living. We all know that we have different animals and we have different kinds of plants. But are they all grow in the same place? Are they all live in the same place? I don't think so. That is the meaning of the habitat, and that is the meaning of the environment. Different environments and different habitats. Okay, all living things need food, water, air, and shelter. Yes, I eat, and you eat, and she eats, and so on. We all drink water, we all breathe air, but we are having different kinds of food. We are having different kinds of shelters. What is the meaning of shelter? It is the place that I can live in. I can hide in it from the rain, from the cold weather in the winter, and so on. Animals all have shelter. Every animal choose its shelter. For example, the bird, it shelter the tree, and different. The lion has shelter maybe under the tree, not over the tree like the bird, and so on. Different shelters, different homes. Okay, let's take some examples from different habitats and different environments, and each animal where it is living and what they are eating. Number one, lion, it eats meat. I know this, and you know this also. It lives in the jungle. Okay, sure. Rabbit number two, it is completely different. It eats plant like carrot. We all know that the rabbit is eating carrot, and it lives in the farm. Yes, for sure. Okay, number three, the dolphin. I'm totally sure that you all knows that the dolphin is living in some oceans and it's eating some fish. If you see the dolphin in a park, you will see that the trainer of the dolphin is throwing some fishes for the dolphin to eat and to be happy. Okay, number four, the giraffe. I know that the giraffe has a long neck, so you all know that this long neck to help her to eat the leaves from the tree. And it lives in the jungle with the lion. Number five, the camel. Yes, it's well known that the camel can tolerate the thirst. He can drink only once per week, or for example, so he can live in the desert. Yes, no animal can live in the desert like the camel. Some animals are living for sure in this environment, but the camel is the first and most important example for the animals who are living in the desert. In the desert. Okay, it eats grass, grains, and wheat. Number six, fox. It eats animals like the chicken and it lives in the forest. Let's take small exercise on what we are talking about. Number one, lions eat, yes, for sure, meat and live in the jungle. Okay, number two, camels eat, yes, grass, grains, and wheat, and it lives in the camels, for sure, desert. Okay, number three, giraffes eat, yes, the tall trees, so leaves, and live in the, yes, in the jungle. Number four, who eat fish and live in some oceans? Yes, the dolphin. And number five, foxes eat some animals and it lives in the forest. Yes, sure. Number six, rabbits eats plant like what? Yes, I know that you all know that it's carrot and live on the farm for sure. Yes, I'm sure that you know. Okay, let's continue lesson 2. Lesson 2 is talking about new thing, living organisms. What are the living organisms? And to continue what is talking about the habitat. Any habitat consists of living organisms and non-living organisms and non-living things. Yes, such as what? Living organisms such as humans, like me and you and the girl beside you and mommy and daddy. Like animals, the lion and the fox and what we are talking about, and the plants. All of them are living organisms. They are all can eat, can drink, can grow, can reproduce or get new babies or so on, like plants getting fruits and so on. But the non-living things that they are doing nothing without you. Non-living things such as natural and man-made non-living things like the chair. Chair, I carry it. The carpenter is doing it. The ball, I play with it, but it cannot move by herself. It cannot eat. It cannot grow, and it cannot reproduce. If the ball can reproduce, so you are putting a ball in your home, and the second day you will see small balls beside it. I don't think so. So this is non-living thing. But the living organisms, like you and me, we are eating, we are drinking, we are breathing all the day. Okay, habitats around the world. They are different environments and habitats around the world? Yes. What is the meaning of that? We have four kinds of habitats, four kinds of environments that the people are living in. Polar habitat, it is the habitat where ice covers large parts of it. Yes, the parts that we are talking, that it contains igloo, the home made of ice, and it has penguins, and it has like this. Oh, this is called the polar habitat. The polar habitat, it's totally covered with, it is covered by ice with large parts. Okay, number two, the rainforest habitat. It is a habitat which is full of trees. Yes, these places contains many rains. All over the year, I think it has rain. So for sure, wherever a place has many rain in the year, it will be full of trees. Okay, number three, grassland habitat. It is a habitat which has dry and flat areas of land and few trees. So it has big area of land dry and few trees, not like the rainforest habitat. Okay, and what is the wetland habitat? It is a habitat where fresh water or salt water and land. This is the normal habitat, I think. Let's have a comparison of, different habitats, of these different habitats that we are talking about to understand more. We have the points of comparison: polar habitat, rainforest habitat, grassland habitat, wetland habitat, and the points are weather, plants, and animals. They are different, as we said, the environments or the habitats are different in the weather, in the plants, in the animals, in the shelter, and so on. Okay, in the polar habitat, as we said, it has big areas of ice or covered with ice, so the weather for sure will be cold and windy. It will be so cold and windy. windy يعني فيها زي عواصف، زي رياح كتيرة يعني. Okay, the rainforest habitat, yes, we said it is totally almost all the year is full of rain. So it is warm, not cold and not hot, warm, and rain falls almost every day. We are waking up and sleeping in the rain. Okay, the grassland habitat, the weather of this habitat, in some places warm all the year, and in other places warm in summer and cool in winter. I think like Egypt, for example. Okay, in the wetland habitat, it is warm or cool or have multiple seasons. Okay. Plants. What are the different plants that is growing in each habitat of them? We will see now. In the polar habitat, because it is almost full of ice, so the only plants grow in this habitat something called shrubs, and these shrubs are the small trees. I will let you see its photo, and a moss. A moss, it's like the grass, or in other words, it's the holib. You know, this plant that is growing on the rocks or on the stones and so on. We'll see a photo for it after a while. Okay, and for the rainforest habitat, plants have plants has tall grass and bushes. Bushes also is the plant small trees. Okay. طب in wetland habitat, what plants are growing inside it? Plants grow under or floating on the water. Wetland habitat, so it's almost wet. So it the plant grows under or floating on the water. Okay. What are the different animals living in these habitats? In the polar habitat, where the ice is covering almost all the places, so what we expect to see, yes, the sea lion. You know the sea lion. I will take a photo. I will let you see a photo for him. A whale الحوت طبعا احنا عارفينه. The polar bear, yes, the bear. كانوا بيقولوا عليه الدب القطبي, the white bear, the polar bear. Okay, and the Arctic fox. It's a kind of fox. Okay, and what animals are living in the rainforest habitat? The frogs and the macaw. The macaw is a kind of parrots, colorful parrot. And the monkeys, for sure, rainforests and many, many, many trees, so monkeys are everywhere. And the large snakes. Snakes are very, very, very popular there in the rainforest habitats and in the deserts somehow. But here we are talking about the rainforest habitat. Okay, in the grassland habitat, we have some animals like the prairie dog. What are the prairie dog? It's a kind of dogs. I will let you see its photo, but it's different from the dogs that we know here. Also the lions and the cheetah and the rabbit. Okay, and the wetland habitat, it is full of turtles. The animals popular there is the turtles. Let's see some photos. Okay, this is the shrubs and the bushes. The same have these small trees. Okay, this is the prairie dog. Okay, this is the dogs, different from the dogs that we know, but its name is prairie dog. And this is the macaw, the parrot, the colored parrot. And this is the moss, الطحالب زي الطحالب. And this is the sea lions or كلب البحر. We are saying كلب البحر, but its name in English is sea lions. Let's have the exercise together. Okay, let's start the exercise. Number 1, complete. In polar habitat, the weather is, as we said, it's polar, so it's cold and windy. Okay, number 2, in grassland habitat, we said that this grassland, this habitat is full of grass. It's places or areas covered with grass. There are many plants such as what? Yes, tall grass and bushes. These bushes is the small trees. Okay. Number 3, in rainforest habitat, the weather is warm, and what falls almost every day is the rain. Okay. Number 4, in which plants grow under, in where plants grow under or floating on the water? Do you think in the wetland habitat or in the grassland habitat or in the polar habitat or in which habitat? Yes, as we said, plants grow under or floating on the water, so for sure it's full of water. It's a land full of water, so it is the wetland habitat. Okay, number 5. In rainforest habitat, there are many animals such as what? We said a lot of rain, so a lot of trees, so monkeys, for example. This is a kind of animals living there. So snakes, as we said, the macaw. Okay, number 6. In polar habitat, there are many plants. Polar habitats. Oh yeah, it's full of ice, so only moss, which is like the tahalib we said, it's the plants coming over the stones or so on. And the shrubs. The shrubs, it's the same like bushes, small trees. Okay, number 7. In polar habitat, there are many animals, such as what? Yes, the sea lion, the whale, the polar bear, and so on. Number 8. In wetland habitat, the weather is, yes, it's wetland, so it's warm and sometimes or cool or have multiple seasons. It's wetland, but it have different weather. Put right or wrong. Grassland habitats has many trees. It's coming from its name, grassland, so not trees, it's just grass and bushes, so it's wrong. Number 2. In wetland habitat, animals live in water only. Yes, because we said from the examples of the animals, it's turtles. Turtles, the kind of tortoise that is living in the water. So it's right. In wetland habitat, plants grow under or floating on top of the water. Yes, that's true. It's right also. Okay, compare between polar habitat and grassland habitat. What is the points of comparison? Plants and animals. Okay, in the polar habitat, we said the plants living or growing in the polar habitat, it's the moss and the shrubs. Okay, while in the grassland habitat, what plants are growing in it? Yes, in it, grass. So it's tall grass and bushes. Okay, about the animals. What animals are living in the polar habitat? Yes, the sea lion, the polar bear, and the whale. The grassland habitat, what animals are living there? Yes, we said the prairie dog, the lion, the cheetah, and the rabbit. Okay, thank you, girls. That was for today, and hope to see you.